Yo, and welcome back to Tales of Arc. And if you're enjoying the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But anyways, back to some Destiny 2, the Shadowkeep. This is probably the last episode as, damn, is there a way for me to open the menu without getting off my throne? The answer is no. That's great. So these are the quests I have left. This is for an exotic, which involves me doing side quest stuff, which is pretty boring. So, assuming, well, I know I'm done with the campaign and there's just extra, like, stuff left. So, yeah. Then here's all the other stuff, which is also extra stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, this is just gonna be the final episode. It's probably just, well, it's gonna be me just reading lore, honestly. I just found out about the collection and how you can spawn weapons with it. That is cool. I did not know that. That makes collecting fun and not me just dumping every single thing in the vault for some reason.
Arguments?
Like, a lot of this one is nice. But yeah, so that's that. So I found out about lore. Apparently there is a lot of it. A lot of reading, unfortunately. The light. Bro, there is so much. What is this? Ghost stories? Complete? What does this mean? Complete? I don't get it. Is it reading it? Does it mean? Or to find them? Or are these like riddles and you gotta go find it out in the world? Oh, I think these are side stories for the characters. Eris. I don't know who this is. Maybe this is Ikora? No, it's it's Anor, whoever that is. Still intelligence.
Nights are hard out here.
Lighter days.
First, but I could go for my bed right now.
Oh, wait, there's more. So I wonder what this 0 out 8 means. Like, I have the pages. Dusk and Dawn. It's the reef stuff.
Should have seen the Hive coming.
A lot of this is probably relevant to the main story, but for now, I will only want to read the main story stuff. Damn, I wish it can just tell me which one's relevant to the main story. The darkness. This is probably relevant. First wish.
Hope the neighbors back home are taking good care of Spark. Miss that dog.
Damn, I honestly thought this might be about the darkness. Whatever, I'll probably just read it. So I'll probably read this one first. The lore of the Vanguard. So what's it mean to be a guardian? I'm assuming it's like, guardians are light bearers, and well, I mean, pretty cliche if you ask me for light bearers, as they do the light stuff. You know, like good guys, Power Rangers, blah blah. They have superpowers. They protect the universe. They're yeah, and fend off against the darkness, kind of like a like a guardian guarding. You know, and also they serve as guardian of the universe, right? And protect other planets. Damn, I was thinking about it yesterday. I was like, what does a guardian? Basically, yeah, they pretty much guard and do that stuff. But I don't know, see what this does. Oh, this reading is gonna remind me of Mabinogi when I have to read. You are a guardian, a warrior forged in the traveler's light who has chosen to defend humanity. A beacon of hope in a universe constantly threatened by force that would see it destroyed or worse. Chosen by the traveler and raised from the dead by ghosts. So, my question is, how does it determine who to raise? Because it raised, I forgot. It was the guy who became Crow. But then, spoilers, because apparently it also raised Hive too, and that's how the Hive Queen thing came to be. Like, so how does that work? Is it kind of like, like Fate series, where it just chooses who wants it most and like it gives it to them to be a master, you know? Are part of the rare few are able to wield para-casual abilities to manipulate the world around them. I mean, sure, to an extent. It isn't like crazy. Like, you can see me like earth manipulation where I can conjure giant earth towers or shit. Or it's like
Every time I look up,
lift boulders, cause tremors, quakes, and stuff. I mean, it's like limited, really. But it's really destructive, if anything, in a small scale. Like, imagine we could like throw a giant ass ball of energy and it slams down. It's kind of like describing warlock. Never mind. But anyways, for centuries they have defended the city, but now they have extended their reach to Sol, protecting all who calls the solar system home. Oh, so Sol's the solar system. So yeah, so it is kind of like Guardian of the Universe. Why does this say 3 out of 3? I don't know. Retake our lost worlds, force unexpected alliance, and harness the power within yourself. The guardians who lead the way will save humanity and become legend. Yep. A guardian's best friend, the ghost. Created by the Traveler's Light. Ghost seeks out their guardian companions among the dead. The ghost can be scout, librarians, and mechanic. Ooh. Ancient machinery guiding their guardians forward. In the right situation, your ghost can even save you from death, which is all the time. But ghosts are not immortal. As far as Guardian knows, every loss is irreplaceable. Well, yeah. He shouldn't be like, I forgot his name, from Rise of Iron, where they thought they were immortal until they knew that they effed up. And then they died. Permanently. Everything changed when the Traveler arrived in Sol. It gave us the gift that transformed the solar system and the nature of human life. Yeah, because doesn't human live longer now? And that the Traveler was like, well, it was stationary. It was like hibernating. Until recently, from what I read in the timeline, it started moving as like a last wall of protection against the humanity, right? That's why it's that like sun symbol in the destination. I didn't know it was that at first, and I was like, wait, is that the Traveler? Because the ball looks like it, but then it has all these triangles around it, like the sun. Unless that's something else entirely. Could be the Rasputin, but he doesn't do shit. So, moreover, it usher in the Golden Age, a renaissance of scientific and cultural achievement. Despite all the good it has done for us, we still know nothing of the Traveler's origin, or the reason it gift light bearers were paracasual powers. Well, for my opinion, or theory, I feel like that it did it because it's like to counter the witness. Because it went to the witness first, if that first cutscene that showed me is true. But then they started getting like crazy with the power. Because like, I forgot. What's the Traveler guy? No, because the Traveler wasn't guiding them. It just lend them the power, and then they like started saving the world and stuff, but then they got corrupt with the power. And then they're like, okay, in order for us to tame the light, we should get the darkness power also. And then when they got the darkness power, the traveler saw that it has fucked up. So then it left to, I don't know, Earth, the last world, whatever. And it was like, okay, so this was this new starting point for it, in that it was gonna like raise up new guardians to counter the witness guardians. Well, I mean, were they called guardians? Darkness beings or whatever, with darkness powers. So, wait, was it? Yeah, it's what I think, but I could be wrong. Like I barely got like tiny lore of the witness. Like they showed up for like one mission in the Shadowkeep, which was, I don't know why the Shadowkeep was like, I feel like it's half baked. Like I keep saying, it's like it feels like there's meat, but the only thing left is bones, because like they remove all the meat off this chunk of meat basically. So they left us with the bare bone of just what the story was for the Shadowkeep. I don't know where they put the story for the Shadowkeep or what, but there was like barely anything. Sure, we had like the Crota's daughter thing, and that how she wanted to get revenge and all that, and that all these nightmares. But we got more lore on Eris, but I still feel like it doesn't amount to anything really.
Coming in hot. Anybody got eyes on it?
But yeah, it is what it is. Unbeknownst to us, each of those miracles came at a price. Threats greater than we could have ever fathomed have found their ways to our doorstep in pursuit. Oh, so that's how they came to be. It followed the traveler here, and then they became our problem. Kind of makes me think, what would have happened if the traveler never came? Would everything be safe? They would never have found us, or eventually would the darkness would have creeped into our solar system? Enemies of humanities. The arrival of the traveler, for all the good it brought to soul, painted a target on the entire system. Humanity has faced enemies from all corners of the universe: the Fallen, the Hive, the Scorn, the Vex, the Cabal, and the Taken. So the Scorn is like entirely new enemy faction. Wouldn't they be part of the Fallen? But I guess you can say the Scorn is just like an alliance, or it's like the Covenant of just... No, because I feel like that was only for that one mission, right, where the escapees were escaping from jail, and then they then after that, the Scorn was mainly just fallen enemies that were like, I don't know, experimented, creeped up, mutated. Also, I found out that the Hive, what they told me in episode 1 was like, oh, all the Hive wants to do is just eat, feed themselves to their full, and yada yada. No, the Hive actually has like a cultural difference, I guess, than what they're seeing. The Hive, or maybe they still do just eat and consume everything like bugs, but it looks like the Hive also has like a power structure where it's like the weak follow the strong, the might is right. In a way, at first I was like, I feel that's kind of weird, because then we'll have two factions like that. We have the Cabal, who's like that, right, where might is right. But yeah, because there's like, apparently there's like 3 super strong mighty Hive enemies. Oryx was one of them, because he proved himself to, I don't know, like the council, the priest or something, and then he was granted a sword, because like having a sword or a name sword or whatever sword is like the highest prestige a Hive could have. So Oryx was one, and then there was one in the middle. I believe it's the Hive Queen. I haven't met her. I think it's her. I could be wrong. And then there's one more to the far right, who I didn't remember. Well, who I saw, but I don't know the name of. So like they were like the strongest of the Hive, and they were granted swords. But then But then Oryx died.
All these colony ships stuck on the
So I wonder what's up with that, the inner workings of the Hive right now. Are they all just still pent on vengeance? I know Oryx's family is, because we just killed his daughter. And, like, how many kids does he have at this point? Are we gonna kill his wife? Wait, is the Hive Queen lady his wife then? I wonder? Because when they were telling the story, it seems like they weren't, like, socially related. Or together. I don't know. While Guardians successfully fought off each onslaught, a greater enemy was revealed, the Witness. A mysterious voice in the darkness that led our enemies to our solar system and Traveler. Though the Witness was cloaked in mystery, one thing was clear: it sought the destruction of the Traveler.
die all the time.
Yep. And then they, at the end of Shadowkeep, they tried to get us to join. They're like, hey, I'm not a bad guy. We're just trying to help you. We're trying to free you. I am you and you're me. We just want what's better for you. We're freeing you from your body. There, that way you won't have to live this mortal, miserable life as Mortys. So, yeah, we can do that by killing you. Or, if you want the polite way, what's it, unifying? No. Euphy? I forgot what it's called. The way when you kill a dog. What was it? Euthanize. Yeah, we can euthanize you. Is that it? Is that the word? I don't know. I'm too lazy to look it up. I'm dumb. The leader who guided us. Ah, the three. And the extra one who I have barely no idea, except he's like a... I feel like he's a scoundrel type of character, like a thief, you know? Like, sure, Cayde was kind of like a scoundrel, but I could trust him. Kinda. But the other guy, I don't know. He seems sketchy. He seems pretty sus, honestly. The Vanguard is the last city's greatest defense and first line of offense. And when a threat presents itself, the organization is comprised of a long storyline of elite guardians, with a leader chosen for each of the classes: Hunter, Titan, and Warlock. Hunter, my favorite. Titan, my second. Warlock, my last. But you guys voted for Warlock. I don't know. I'm thinking about my switching class when I do Beyond Light, honestly. But then I have to redo everything, which sucks. Commander Zavala serves as the Titan Vanguard, a force of nature. As unyielding as he is deadly, he has led the Guardians to victory in countless battles. And the moment a threat presents itself, the last city looks to him as both leader and protector. Yep. Ikora Rey serves as the Warlock Vanguard. I feel like she's more of like a archive-esque. An unmatched scholar and one of the most formidable warlock in the history of Last City. She oversees the Vanguard intelligence and network known as the Hidden.
I owe it to them.
Vanguard intelligence network known as the Hidden. Have I ever met any of these hidden people, I wonder? I guess it's kind of like Anbu Black Ops from Naruto, or like the Secret Service kind of way, you know? Currently, the Hunter Vanguard position remains open. The title once belonged to Cayde 6, a guardian as quick with a gun as he was with a joke. He met his final death after his ghost was killed. I know, those pieces of shit jumped at him. They couldn't take him one-on-one. What cowards. And the one dude that killed him, he didn't even join in the jumping. He waited until he was weakened before he got in. That's a pussy way. I was killed and so... A sobering reminder that even guardians can be slain. A statue of him stands at the tower to keep his memory alive. Rest in peace, Cayde. Our allies, the friends we made. Over the years, our relationship to both light and darkness has changed. The nuance of the universe has often been ignored by humanity in favor of black and white boxes that make existence easier to grasp. No, but the world is just gray, honestly. Just as we have begun to open ourselves to the nuance, so too have we begun to understand our former enemies and even forge alliance with them. Oh, is that why the Cabals and the Fallens are at the tower? Because that would make sense. Because I was like, wait. Because I remember when I went to the tower, I was like, wait, so is there good Cabals now? I always assume all Cabals are just like bad people. Or bad enemies. Or just enemies. And so is the... No, not with the Fallen, because we... because the queen had some when we met her in the reef in Destiny 1. So I was like, and we had Varric. So not all Fallens was like bad. So most recently, the both interest Cayde of the Cabal and Commander Zavala saw that the threat of the Hive as larger than the difference between her people and ours. Similarly, a group of Fallen known in their own language as Elixni have put aside the bad blood between our people to form the House of Light. Oh, that's sick. The House of Light? Kind of. I hope in the future they add a fallen race where I can be a fallen light bearer. That would be so cool. Have 4 hands. Under the leadership of Mithrax Kell of Light. Is he a light bearer? Oh man, I can't wait to see this guy. Unless we don't see him at all, then that'll suck. They now live alongside us in the city and have become trusted allies. But I wonder, I feel like this is painting it all like rainbowy. But I wonder how's it like deep down. Like, do people still resent the Fallens? I feel like even in this like day and age, we still have some people who like resent like other races because for what they did in the past. So I wonder, is it easy for them? I didn't kind of highly doubt. I feel like still some people feel like with the Cabals and Fallens and stuff, it's like, you know, you kill my friend or my best friend and stuff, and they like hold a grudge. So I wonder if I wonder in the future, will we have some extremist guardians who want to destroy the tower because we made an alliance with enemies that are now friends? That'd be kind of cool. So, a history. So it's our universe or a galaxy, the Golden Age. The Traveler changed everything. It reshaped our solar system as decisively as it shattered our scientific and philosophical framework. To our ancestor, it must have been a hammer blow. It glimpsed beyond the horizon of expected possibility. The Traveler kindled the Golden Age, but we built it. We remember this with pride, even after so much else has been lost. Today, cryptarchs and scholars work to distill the legend of the Golden Age into truth. We know now that humans live longer, flew further, and learned faster. Oh, that's cool. I wish we had that now, because I'm dumb as F. Though I know. I keep mixing between cursing and not. I can't decide. We know that countless ancient disease and hatred were extinguished forever. Bro, where is that? With COVID. That would have been nice. Or with my sinus. Gave birth to vast engineer projects and sweeping social movements, and even new forms of life. The Golden Age was without challenge, but humanity and its machine children tackled these problems with pride, vigor, and a contagious sense of pluralist compassion. The Golden Age burned bright, and the night that overtook us after the collapse was swift and total. Incalculable waves of destruction ripped through Sol, disseminating population all around the system. If the stories are to be believed, this event marked the arrival of the Witness and his force in their first attack on the Traveler. That day, the Traveler saved us from certain extinction. The tally of suffering may be beyond comprehension, but in the following decades, the city lifted itself from the ashes, gathering survivors. Guardian rose to challenge alien hordes. The Dark Age swallowed so much of our history, but hope never dies. Yep, it's the will of the fire, baby. As long as one survives, there's always more. Damn, a lot of Naruto reference. The last city did not rise without struggle. Lightbearers styling themselves as warlords. Oh, so there was something like that. See, I would love to see more about that. And while wilderness fiefdom clung to power, starvation, disease, and anarchy menace. But this struggle brought about the rise of the Guardians and the formation of the Vanguard. The organization fought tirelessly to return some semblance of order to the people remaining on Earth. As the city learned to walk again, it found a world overrun by alien menace. It faced disaster in the defeat in the Taken War, and the Red War outlasted multiple evasion. It faced the disaster in defeats in the Taken War invasion. Was plunged into an endless night. If not for the work and sacrifice of the Vanguard, we would have lost it many times over. Huh. I guess I didn't really know this. Like, you know, sometimes when we do battle, I never, like, it's never been in like a grand scale kind of thing, but in a way, it's always like mass destruction kind of stuff. We have Atheon with time manipulation, Crota rising, uh, instigating army of Hive to attack Earth. My throat. Um, Skolas wanting to rule all the houses and then wanting to take over Earth. Well, wanted
Comms
to
are fuzzy again. So
wanted to
the
take
network.
take over all the houses,
Signal.
take care of the Reef and the Queen, and then take over Earth. And then we had the old ancient evil, the what are they called? The Siva fragments, the virus, who was spreading too far and it would have taken us, but we had to like quarantine it and then take it out in that part. Cause I don't think it really spread too far from the Cosmodrome, right? But like none of those were like in a giant ass scale of like massive ship battle into the Taken War.
Probably report.
And then we had our first legitimate like invasion when they breached our territory with the Red War when Gaul came and attacked us. But because like the other ones, they never made it so far as to the tower when we kept them from a distance. So yeah, I never noticed it was like that. Those two were like the big wars we had compared to all these smaller scale fights. Outlast multiple invasions and plunged into an endless night. If not for the work and sacrifice of the Vanguard, we would have lost many times over. The last city is both a reminder of all that remains of Earth, civilization, and a commitment to our future. Repairs may come in small bursts. Progress may feel slow, but humanity is nothing if not resilient. That is true. We're like cockroaches, unfortunately. Oh shit. How did I read? And it's for like 27 minutes of just lore. But yeah, that's really cool. Learning about the lore, our history of Guardians, what it came to be, our friends, the future, the present, the enemies. Still pretty wild that the enemies followed the Traveler all the way here and now they're our problem. But I felt like, sure, they may have gotten here faster, but eventually they will have gotten here regardless. Because with the Fallen wanting to just scavenge everything with the hunt, the Hive just wanted to feed, conquer. The Cabal wants to conquer too. I feel like Cabal has something more to them. I don't know. And the Vex just wants to rewrite everything in their image. That they will have eventually gotten here. I mean, the Witness will have gotten here too, and then we would have just been part of them, honestly. But yeah, but then they built this up, and then we just came crashing down after the Golden Age. Kind of curious.
Comms are fuzzy again. Is it the hardware or no? That's signal interference.
Oh, so I was like, here. So I was like, wait, so how did the Golden Age happen with the collapse in the Dark Age? Because I was reading it and I was like, so we just were hunky dory all of a sudden and then everything just came crashing down. But they said that it was maybe because of the Witness attack, an invisible attack or something, that changed everything. And that it was enough to wipe out like the every other like
Arguments?
what was it, human race
Alive it feels.
that was outside the Earth. So that's why the Earth is like the last bastion left. So I wonder what did they do to cause the collapse and the start of the Dark Age. And is it something they're going to use later again? Because I feel like, does it take a long ass time to charge or something? I feel like they would have used them multiple times. Because that would have been a good way to weaken the Traveler if the Traveler has no light bearers or guardians. So that's interesting. And then to all the duties of all the, was it the Vanguard, the leaders? Zavala, Akora, and rest in peace, Cayde. Surprised they didn't talk about the guy, the scoundrel Gambit dude or Eris. But I guess this is like the core backstory because Eris joined us later, and the Gambit guy also apparently joined us after Cayde. So I guess. But yeah. Oh, does it get brighter? No, it's just different design. That's cool. Also, the ghost. It didn't tell me like how does the ghost decide on who to resurrect. Like from this one, it tells us like, hey, the traveler tells the ghost like who they can revive. But it seems like the ghost just pick on its own. There's like no metric to decide from. Kind of like how I made reference to Fate, because in Fate, during the war, you can like it chooses a master, but sometimes there were like some fucked up master that you then like, oh man, this guy does not deserve to be in the war. He's a mass murderer of kids and women, and it's awful. So I'm like, so is it like that where it can revive anyone? So that's why the Hive Queen thing was the thing. Because at the beginning when I started playing, they said like someone stole the light bearer, and I was like, it's probably Eris, right? While I was doing the Shadowkeep, I was like, maybe Eris is the Hive Queen because she lost her light, but then she found a way to steal the light back. But then she spread it to all her Hive friends. But then I'm like, no, she hates the Hive. They kill all her friends, and she's constantly being reminded of their dead faces when she sees them as nightmare ghosts. So I'm like confused. I'm like, there's no way that she can be the Hive Queen. But then I'm like, she's sus all the time. At the end of the Taken King and at the end of what was it? The Shadowkeep. She's so sus. I'm like, what? So yeah, I can't wait to get to the Hive Queen. I heard it's really good and it has hard difficulty from campaign. So yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. Love you guys. Stay safe and I'll see you next time.